Millz Young here, part of Pick Dawgz, and it's a wonderful Monday. And what are we doing? We're shopping. We're shopping for player props. That's what we do here at Pick Dawgz. I'm gonna be looking at all the NBA games that's going on today. Okay, got a lot of them to talk about. Got some teams playing on some back-to-backs. But before we do that, man, let's start off the weekend right, man. It's Monday, so let's go ahead and get that money flowing. Okay, so let me know, what's your Monday money magnet play of the day, man? What's attracting all the money today on this Monday? Let me know, man. What are you betting on? What's your best bet out there? Who's your best two-team parlay? You got any player props to get us on top? All right, now let's go. Now look, this is how the show goes. I come up with my player props. I head on over to the Sports Chat Place betting tools, and I see if they're with me or against me. If they're with me, they're either hitting at a 60% clip, 80% clip to 100% clip. And if they're against me, hey man, they're just against me. All right, first player prop that I like, I'm gonna be looking at the Atlanta Hawks in this spot. And who are we looking at in this one? Well, let's talk about it. Taking on the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers, give me some Trae Young, man. I'm taking him over 26.5 points, hitting at an 80% clip. 4 out of his last 5 times, if you just played his player prop, he came out on top. So let's go ahead and take Trae Young. Getting the Clippers on a back-to-back. You think James Harden going to be out there trying to close out on those jump shots? Nah, me neither. All right, that's player prop number 1. Player prop number 2, I'm looking at the Dallas Mavericks. I'm taking Kyrie Irving. I'm taking him over 27.5 points, hitting at a 60% clip. Yeah, he's going to be back in the lineup now. He's going to be taking on the Philadelphia 76ers, It's going to be a close game. It could go either way, but I'm going to be going on the player props to get us on top in that one. Kyrie Irving over 27.5 points is player prop number 2. Player prop number 3, I'm going to be looking at the Golden State Warriors taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Who you like in this spot? Give me the chef, Steph Curry. I'm taking him over 4.5 threes, hitting at an 80% clip. 80% clip, do the math. Hey, 4 out of his last 5 times, came out on top. Only missed once on this one. Yep, when it comes down to it, man, he's going to be taking on the Brooklyn Nets. And the Brooklyn Nets, they allow their guards on the other opponent's teams to just range from the 3. So I'm taking him over his 3 points in this one. All right, player prop number 4. I'm flying on out to Philly, man, or Dallas, wherever we at, man. I'm looking at Tyrese Maxey. I'm taking him over his point prop at 30.5. This guy's been showing, man, hey, no Embiid, nobody on the team, no Harden, it don't matter. Just give the ball to me, man. The thing about the Philadelphia 76ers, too, is, like, you don't got another player over there that even thinks that he's half as good as that guy that he should be jumping up those shots. Tobias Harris, he's going to rebound and pass when he wants to. So, yeah, man, take Tyrese Maxey over 30.5 points. It's me versus the Ben Tools on that one. They like the under, I like the over. All right, player prop number 5. I'm looking at the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on my Sacramento Kings. Who you like in this one? Jared Allen, over 11.5 rebounds, hitting at a 60% clip. Yeah, man, we've been giving him out on the prop shop. He's been hot. I think he only lost with us once. If that, I honestly think we haven't lost giving out Jared Allen over 11.5 rebounds. Taking on the Sacramento Kings, jump shooting team that is, going to be out there fast breaking it. Yeah, I know he got Mobley back, but that don't mean nothing, man. I look for Jared Allen to have a good game, actually. Going over 11.5 rebounds, okay? The next player prop that I like is in the same game, same team, different player in between. I'm taking Donovan Mitchell. I'm taking him over 28.5 points, hitting at a 60% clip, man. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell, man. He's one of the better players in the NBA, and it seems like for some reason, ever since he's on the Cleveland Cavs, we haven't been mentioning him with those players. But when he was on the Utah Jazz, everybody was like, hey, we need a Donovan Mitchell. We need a player like a Donovan Mitchell, right? But with the Cleveland Cavs, it just kind of seems like he's still that guy, and I think he's going to be able to have a monstrous game against my Kings. I'm taking him over his point prop. Then I'm doubling back, and I'm taking him over 6.5 assists, okay? 6.5 assists is hitting at an 80% clip, too, as well, man. Look, hear me out, man. His last couple of games going for 7, 8, and 12. It was one of those player props to where I was leaning, I was pulling out, and they pulled me back in and said, hey, look at me. I said, all right, let's go ahead and take Donovan Mitchell over 6.5 assists with Dennis Garland back in the lineup. He's not dealing with the ball like how he was earlier on. So let's go ahead and get that prop to get us on top. Then I'm looking at the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm taking Brandon Ingram over 23.5 points, hitting at another 60% clip, okay? Yeah, the New Orleans Pelicans, you're going to have to shut these players down. Why? Because you got 3 good ones, and you got to pick and choose in each game. Who are you going to try to shut down? If you shut down Ingram, Zion can have a good game. If you shut down Zion, Ingram and McCollum could have a good game, man. You got 3 players out there that could really put up points, but in this one, I like Brandon Ingram over his point prop in here, okay? Then I'm going on out to the crypto arena. If it ain't in the crypto arena, then I'm going on out to the Charlotte Hornets. And who we looking at? I'm looking at Brandon Miller. I'm taking him over 22.5 points. I like this guy a lot. Rookie player, hitting at a 60% clip. He's good at draining threes too. His 3-point props at 2.5 and his juice. Meaning, hey man, the Bucks got him getting at least 9 points off of threes. 9 points off of threes and his point props 23. Let's do the math. Playing against the Lakers, what you think they gonna do? Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get it, man. Brandon Miller over 22.5 points. Same game. Different team. I'm looking at LeBron James over 8.5 assists. Yeah, man. He's hitting this at a good percentage, too. You already know the deal with him, man. He just loves passing the ball to these players and making them score. And right now, it seems like the players around the Lakers are scoring. Austin Reeves is getting hot. D'Angelo Russell's having a good game. Anthony Davis shows up every Tuesday. All right. Next player prop that I like, I'm looking at Dennis Garland over 13.5 points for the Cleveland Cavaliers. This one's sitting at a 60% clip. They dropped it way too low, and he's playing against the he's playing against my Sacramento Kings, so that's why I'm rolling that one out. And my last player prop that I like, I'm looking at Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks over 9.5 assists, hitting at a 60% clip. Now look. If you guys want to see what I'm betting on, go ahead, man. Head on over to the site, man. I got some bets up there for you. Let's go ahead and get these packages out and see exactly how we can make some more money, man. Just not on the player props, but let's get some money on these bets as well on my premium picks. So head on over to PickDawgz, see what we got up there for you. I got my Monday Moneymaker play. And hey, man, I also got my NBA All Net access up there. So let's go ahead and make a wonderful day. It's time for the recap time. Taking Trae Young over 26, Irvin over 27, Curry over 4.5 threes, Maxey over 30, Allen over 11.5 rebounds, Mitch over 28, Mitch over 6.5 assists, Ingram over 23, Miller over 22, James over 8.5 assists, Garland over 13.5, Doncic over 9.5 assists. Millz Young here, part of PickDawgz. If you can't roll with the PickDawgz, stay on the porch because we prop shopping.